Social Services Center has been serving kids and adults for years, and the biggest campaign of the year, Tree of Hope, is coming to an end soon. But you still have time, so the Hain family is joining us along with Janice from DSC. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. We got a full house, and I love it. So first and foremost, Hain family, can you tell us a little bit about what DSC has done for your family?
They have been very involved since immediately following Garrett's diagnosis, and they really gave us all the tools that we needed to help engage with Garrett and help him proceed in the right direction, but they also gave us support as a family and as parents, and they gave us some hope that we were moving in the right direction and being able to know, just where to go from that moment of diagnosis, and what do we do from here.
And Janice, can you remind everyone what DSC does for families like the Hains and anyone in the community?
Yeah, so we serve children and adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities, and I think one thing Elizabeth just said really hits on what I feel like one of our core focuses is, and that is being there for families. I've yet to meet anybody that says that they want to have a child with a disability when they grow up, and so when it happens, it's not something that people are necessarily prepared for, so that's when DSC can step in and really help make a difference.
And Josh and Elizabeth, tell us what are some of the challenges you have faced over the past few years.
I feel like communication was one of our biggest challenges immediately, because when he went through his regression, we went through this phase where he kind of just secluded himself inside of himself, and we didn't know how to, the sign that he had learned, the language that he'd picked up, all of that kind of went away, and we didn't know how to engage with him or communicate with him. They helped us realize that he was communicating with us in his way, the glances or the movement of an arm or a leg or a body movement. He was trying to talk to us. He was communicating with us. We were just missing those things.
Yeah.
And they showed us that that was his opening a circle of communication, and so that it opened our world.
He was doing what he could.
So something as simple as saying please, when you try to sign that, he would maybe just do a quick
swipe off his body.
You got to be watching and paying attention. But yeah, there's very little communication, so when it's there, you got to catch it.
And what does it mean to you guys to have an organization like DSC to really help you with those things and identify all of that? Because I can't imagine that being an easy thing to not be able to know what your child is trying to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you feel just inadequate, and you feel like you're not doing everything you can for your child, I think, and they gave us that support, and I mean, just the confidence that we were doing everything that we could for him. They gave us the tools that we needed to be able to make them move forward, and it just gave us the hope and the confidence to be able to know that we're doing the best we could for our children.
And hearing those things, Janice, what does that mean to you to be a part of all of that?
It really does mean the world, because there's nothing that a parent wants more than just their child to be happy.
Of course.
And when they are able to connect, and I've even over this campaign been able to learn when Garrett's happy and what some of his signs are, and it's really rewarding for me. So I can't imagine what it is for these guys. So I'm so happy we've been there, and we'll continue to be there as support, and if nothing else, a resource as the kids continue to grow.
So I know we talked about the Tree of Hope about a month and a half ago. Hey, Everly. And we're having so much fun here right now. I mean, can you believe it? We all should be jumping up and down for this.
I agree.
So the Tree of Hope campaign is still going on. I know we talked about it about a month and a half ago, but it goes until the end of this month. So tell us how people can get involved and really why they should, besides
Right, exactly. What more needs to be said, really, right? This is our biggest annual campaign, and so this helps to fill the gaps where some of the other funding doesn't stretch quite far enough. And so this is really important. We are a little bit lower than where we typically are this time of the year. Our goal is $185,000, and we're pushing $160,000. So we're hoping there's some people that maybe haven't given yet and can do that. Easiest way is to jump on our website. You can do it online, or we still get lots of checks, lots of people people like to do that, and they can mail them to us right on Bradley Avenue, and we'll be happy to take it from there.
And for people who might have been driving by the tree, tell us about where it is and what each light bulb means.
Sure. So it's at the corner of Market View and Prospect. You will notice if you look at the live tree, which is the one in the center, it's not quite lit, and that's because each of those bulbs represents $50 in donation. So the fact that it's not lit all the way indicates that we still have a ways to go. So as people come in, those bulbs light up, and it gives more and more, as Elizabeth said, and as Josh has indicated, it gives hope for families that are trying to figure out how to do this parenting thing, which is hard anyway.
That's for sure. So remind us real quick the easiest way that people can make a donation right now if they're watching.
Sure. Just get on our website at dsc-illinois.org. Mail us a check, 1304 West Bradley Avenue. Give us a call. We can take credit cards over the phone as well.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here this morning. Everly, let's go dance.
No doubt.
Morning away. How about it, honey?